Dontae, and this is Dontae Dakara. And a new story, a new day, a new story as always. It's fall here, or rather it wants to be fall, but it's this wet, dark, dank middle ground where it's not quite cold enough to be fall, but not quite warm enough to be summer. Anywho, Tokyo is changing now that it's open again, and at least we have the fall sense since we don't have the fall weather. And I'm still working. I'm doing the best I can to continue my strides as a teacher and to make things as good as possible in my classroom. Life outside of the classroom isn't so bad, I guess. I'm trying to branch out a little bit and do things I wouldn't normally do. And a friend coming to town gave me an excuse to go to Tokyo Tower. And yes, it's strange. I live here and I've been a tourist here, but I've never actually been to Tokyo Tower, like, inside the underbelly of it. So, it was my friend's treat, so I, happily obliged and took the ride on to the top. Now, it's really interesting. There's some history behind not just the building of it, but there are mysteries of a ball that somehow got into the tower, as well as some information about the engineering and the structures that kind of helped this be built. Now I'm gonna shut up a bit and let you enjoy the ride. That Interact is invested in the improvement of Ibaraki by making. Just because I'm not in the classroom doesn't mean I'm still working. Wait, did I say that right? Anyway, I received a gift this week from one of my students' mother. She was in the speech contest and gave an amazing speech, and for my thanks, I got one of my favorite sweets, which is rusk. And these rusk are quite popular in my area. I'm not really sure how much it is, but I'm pretty sure it's expensive enough for me to feel really humble. And I do. This is actually also my favorite treat that I receive, and this is quite common in Japanese culture, the giving of gifts, especially when it's in gratitude. So I'm going to enjoy my favorite flavor, which is white chocolate, and I had to check to see if there was another flavor, but no. Alright, so pizza, which is my favorite American food, and listen to that beat's crazy. Okay, sorry, back to the pizza. Aoyama Ichome area has this pizza shop that I did not know about that is now my favorite pizza shop. I will not be wasting any more money on Domino's delivery when I can have this American style pizza for a cheaper price. Forgive me while I stuff my freaking face. The decor of this place is actually quite interesting, though. It has this kind of graffiti industrial style, while also maintaining this kind of clean, modern look. Definitely cool, and definitely going to be back there. I want to be back there right now, actually. Welcome back to another rendition of Dining with Dontae, something like Binging with Babish, but more low budget. And because we are so low budget, so basic today, I am going to class this up with the music. Now, we are making a style of shin ramen. Well, shin ramen is the base, but we're going to make it more robust. And we're going to start with my favorite mushrooms, as well as some bean sprouts, and we're going to add some regular old cabbage. And I want to continue using this cabbage later on, so I kind of portion out what I want by making my little incisions here and then chopping all of that off. See, I'm smart, guys. Pretty smart. Anyway, what we're also going to need is pork, which right now, as I'm doing this cabbage cutting slowly. There's some pork that's also boiling, and I'm boiling it because I want to use that water as a broth later on. So here we have that pork. I'm going to cut it up, but while I let this all sit, I'm going to go ahead and pour that pork water that I was talking about into the pot. It's a 2 to 3 ratio, so there's 2 cups of water or excuse me, 200 milliliters, 200 milliliters of water and 300 milliliters of soy milk. Yes, that's right. We're going to have this creamy ramen. I mean, there's a reason for that, because the shin is so spicy that we kind of want to balance it out with a base. That's right. Science, Dontae in the house. So after that boils, we're going to go ahead and put in the meat that I had already cut up, as well as the noodles. Now, the noodles don't need that much time, so after about 2.5 minutes of the noodles and the meat being in there, we're going to go ahead and add the cabbage as well, and the rest of the vegetables, because we want those vegetables to cook with that flavor as well. So I'm going ahead and moving this meat over to make sure that it simmers along in that juice. I add in those vegetables, and then as things are coming to a boil again, I crack open an egg. Now, if you're living in America or a place where eggs are dangerous, then I would say sans the egg, but Japan has no problem with this. And after that, it's all done. Go ahead and plate it up. Wow, beautiful. Now, that cream that you kind of see up top, that's pretty normal when you're dealing with milk or a milk product in a boiled situation, but it's all good. It turned out really well. You can see my yolk broke and it's still kind of wet on the inside, but again, this isn't dangerous here. It's probably dangerous in other places, but man, oh man, it's so good. Or if you want to know what delicious is in Japanese, there we go, fall vibes, my friends. And we're in Ivy Place for breakfast. This is in Daikanyama. Definitely check it out. They have pretty good pancakes. The entire company is actually really well run. Anyway, I really wanted a seasonal smoothie. However, they did not have any more apples, which, you know, I was pretty upset about. Anyway, I had a power smoothie instead, so it was a poor consolation prize. Anywho, look at this omelet, and I'm losing my mind over like the color of this. It's a charcoal omelet, and I just can't get over how black it is. I'm actually laughing like the Joker. Almost dropped my phone. Okay, so as she cuts it open, yeah, I reserve my opinion for what that looks like, but I face my fears and I try it myself. Survey says, come on. Yeah, no charcoal flavor at all. It just tastes good. Well, that was satisfying. So we're in the area and we decided to go to a plate shop, or rather a kitchenware shop, named The Harvest, which is also in the Ebisu area. So the shop itself is in the bottom floor of an apartment building. It's a beautiful apartment. I really wish I could live there. Look at those plants. And the glassware and the plateware are just beautiful. And the prices were actually really, really good. I actually want to kind of shut up so you can kind of get the vibe. And then I'll come back and show you my favorite piece. And this one was my favorite one. Yeah, I know I'm kind of dramatic. I like goblets. Thank you so much for joining us for this story. We're going to end our week in our video heading to Ueno Park, relax and read. Well, she can't read, so she's just going to look at people crazily. And yeah, if you want to see more of our stories of our life, me, Simile, or just me, then of course subscribe. I'm Dontae. This is Dontae Dakata. Until next time, later.
Got to work.